I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running. Toes they gonna take them.
This is what we got to tell.
I've been sad doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
What?
Go big or go home, I guess, man.
There it is. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. I have a great episode for y'all today. As y'all can see, my man Davey Dollar is not here, but we got Tomo here. But before I introduce Tomo, all right, we got five topics for y'all today. First topic, quickly, we're going to talk about the Copa American final that happened yesterday in Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. So we got to talk about that. Listen, man, Caden Clark and the Indiana Fever just beat the Minnesota Lynx. We got to talk about that. Russell Westbrook, him and the Clippers are planning to part ways. Where's the best destination for Russell Westbrook? Kawhi Leonard, I know we're going to mix some things up for y'all today, but Kawhi Leonard, apparently the Clippers were not happy that he was not he was actually kicked out, we can say, Tomo, from the USA squad. So we got to address that. We thought it was something else. And lastly, one of my favorite topics, top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. The NFL executives and scouts came up with a top 10 list, and me and Tomo are going to address it. Do we like the list? We're not going to give our top 10, but do we at least like the list, or do we not like the list? But I said, Dave is not here, but we got Missy Get Done, son. You know, host of In the Red Corner, Tomo here with us. How you doing, my guy?
Man, I'm doing good. You know, watched a little bit of the summer league, and you know, Wizards with those 3 picks. I mean, I think we got a new star. Shout out to Bub. Bub doing his thing. I ain't talking about the number 2 pick. I'm talking about Bub. Bub out there averaging like almost a triple-double out there balling. No, that's what we need with the Wizards. So I'm kind of happy about that. And, you know, today, money-making Mondays or motivational Mondays or music Mondays. It's all about whatever 2 M's you want to put together. I mean, we ain't talking Maybach music, all right? Don't try jumpers, Vancouver. So before I ask you how you doing, Joe, I already know you with me. The people here, they got to turn up.
Turn me up.
Now, how you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good. It's Monday. Had a good weekend, you know. Can't wait to talk about this top 10 list, man.
Well, it's gonna be good.
Can't wait to do it. All right.
Can we just skip straight to that?
I know, right? Well, we gotta say the best for last for the people. But look, y'all, we are streaming this on 2 platforms, man. What's up, X? What's up with y'all? I got beef with that. What's going on? But we are streaming this on YouTube and Facebook, so make sure you like this video on whatever platform you're watching this on, right? Subscribe and follow on all the platforms we are on. We are on every social media platform. And share this video with a sports fan so they can come on and watch live with you, because they can be involved in the show like you could by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments that we'll be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to Daniel for being the first comment. Hey, everyone. Happy Monday. Thank God it's Monday. Shout out to ET. And enjoy the rest of the show, y'all. Tomo, go ahead and take over.
Now, I want to add one more thing, too, because, you know, speaking of being a part of the comments, that's how Dave ended up on that Miami show. I know if you ain't check it out, man, he dropped it in the chats for y'all. Dave did an episode. He did another Miami Heat episode. You know, I wanted to play the violins a little bit because it was a little sad, but I also wanted to doze off. I ain't saying they was born. I'm trying to pull a Pat Riley. That's all. So shout out to Dave, man, out here making big moves. But we also gotta expand the palette in which we talk about on this sports. You know, we kind of dove into the hockey world a little bit, and now we're gonna touch on a little bit of football, as they would say. The Copa America Finals happened yesterday, and I mean, well, we all thought Mark was there for a second, but he said he was around the corner. So shout out to you, Mark, for giving us the live. I thought he was gonna call in and give us, you know, the celebration on FaceTime or something, but you know, he's probably busy, time difference. The Copa American Finals happened between Argentina and Colombia yesterday, and some would say it was a nail biter, or some would say, nah, I can't crack that joke because that was a horrible injury. Messi went down. So just your quick reactions to it, Joe.
First of all, shout out to Messi and Argentina. That was a nail biter. It was a scoreless game to the end, basically. But first of all, the game was delayed by 83 minutes. I'm not sure if anybody saw the pictures of the stadium, but what the fans did to the stadium was crazy. You know, so I just tell you the difference between NFL fans that show up to that same stadium and soccer fans that show up to the stadium. All right, but I just want to give out some numbers real quick. How Messi is up in his GOAT debate, I would say, in the soccer world. And Argentina, man, been on a big run in the last few years. Tomo, Messi, in his first 16 years, 0 trophies with Argentina. 0. In the last 4 years, right, 2021, Copa American Finals, he won that. 2022, Copa Champions Finals, he won that. 2022 won a World Cup, and this year, just now, yesterday, in Copa America again. So 0 trophies in the first 16 years, 4 in the last 4. Amazing right there, right? Argentina in the last 5 years, 4 trophies, only 2 losses. They only lost twice in the last 5 years. Right. Also, in this tournament, Argentina was so dominant. In this whole tournament, they scored 483 goals. They only gave up 183 goals. That's a 300-goal difference. That's crazy. Straight domination. And to make it worse, they haven't trailed out 1 second this whole America Cup, Copa America Final. They haven't trailed out this whole thing. So that's a big thing right there. Colombia, the runner-up, the last 30 games, they only got 2 losses. And guess who the 2 losses are to? Argentina. Right? So Argentina has been dominant in these last 4 to 5 years. And one person I give a shout out to is Martinez, the goalkeeper. Ever since they switched to him as a goalkeeper, Argentina. So that's my feedback.
Now, I'm glad you brought it up because I thought I was gonna have to be the one to bring it up. But if we knew this whole time we wanted to watch a Miami Dolphins game, we could just go through the ventilation system. Like that's what we could do. Like I'm telling you, fans gonna find a way to watch the game if they have to. I mean, some people scalp tickets. Some people say, "Hey, I know a cousin that can get us in the back, and we could just climb on through here and we can watch the game." Go. But at the end of the day, if you watch soccer, it's one of those games where you really have to be a fan of it. Because if you just walk in, you're gonna be like, "What's going on here?" And you're gonna look at the clock and be like, "Did I say 53 minutes?" So you telling me they've been doing this for 53 minutes? I just more so want to give a shout out to Lionel Messi. I seen the injury, and I think he still played a little bit after that. Like his foot was just that was crazy. That ankle injury, man. I'm glad you came out on top with the victory because that would have been a bad way to limp home. Like you limp home with a loss. I know the adrenaline is a little bit more pumping because you got the W. And also with like watching the World Cup is more so where I learned how to watch the game of soccer and understand it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how I did with baseball. Shout out to BWT. But some people say that some of these sports is boring, but if you actually lock in and understand what's going on, it's actually way more entertaining. Because you know how hard it is to score a goal in soccer? Like, yeah. So yeah, shout out to Argentina, shout out to Colombia, and shout out to you for putting us onto this topic because I'm telling you, we could have just
shout out to Mark.
Oh yeah, shout out to Mark. Now, I can't shout out to Mark because he's supposed to be out on the ground reporter and he ain't called in. You know, Worm called in from a Commanders game.
He did though
on the Sunday show. Like you got to call in.
He did. That's facts.
Yeah, Boston fans. You was actually at the parade too. You got to call in. I'm telling
Come on,
y'all.
Mark.
If Dallas win the Super Bowl, y'all ain't got to worry about it.
I
might have to stream. I got to stream y'all account on my phone. I might have a backup hotspot and all that. You ain't got to worry about the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna beat it, and you're gonna have to get the blurb and everything because it's gonna get crazy. But that probably won't happen this year or next year. But what some people will say is, did they make a mistake? Or if you feel like somebody made a mistake and you got a chance to show them that they made a mistake, are you gonna live up to it? It's kind of what our girl did, right? Caitlin Clark. She asked for a little RESPECT while she got evicted over the Lynx. Look at the fever, man. I wish our last conversation off air, that's gonna turn into a debate on air with Rookie of the Year. I wish we would kind of recorded that one, but Kelsey Mitchell scored 21. Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark both finished with 17 points each to defeat the Minnesota Lynx. Indiana Fever. I'm tripping. That's who they play for. But 81-74. 81-74 on Sunday. And just a little reaction to it because I know the Lynx coach is one of the coaches for Team USA. I mean,
I can go first. You want me to?
No. I know you got a lot to say. So I'm gonna make mine quick because I know I'm gonna be doing a lot of rebuttals. So, I'm also looking at this like she probably feel like she ain't make a mistake. She's like, where was this when we were doing the votes? Or where was this when we asked for it? Now you want to show up and try to show me that I ain't do nothing right. Walked off. All right, she probably said, job well done. And we're gonna see you next year or in the next 4 years. But it is what it is. We got our solid chemistry right now. So to her, she probably like, you are the player that I thought you was, but just not for Team USA in this moment. So I don't think she upset at it. She probably more so upset at the actual laws because it's like, why would y'all do this to me? I need y'all to win this game because we kind of got to show this girl like this league is tough. But again, it's the WNBA. They do play each other like 4 or 5 times in a row. So at some point, you're going to kind of figure out the nicks and knacks of how to do these little things. Like you can get a win over the Aces if you play your best game after you done seen them for the 4th time. Unless the Aces is just hot and then you just looking like, what we doing after this? We hitting the tables? But again, I'm happy for Caitlin. She got the win. She got to show them that they could do something, but that she can do something, show a little bit of her value. But again, I don't think the coach feels any type of way.
So look, this is why the whole coach situation is crazy. So Cheryl Reed, I don't even know this time, but before the game, they said basically how she felt about the expected pro Fever crowd today. Because it was in Minnesota. You know what she said? I don't give 2 beeps. That's crazy.
I should have let you win first.
Let me ask you a question. Imagine Wemby was American, right? And Wemby didn't get selected to the USA team. And then the fans were like, y'all crazy. I should put Wemby there. Woo, woo. And then Wemby about to go play Golden State Warriors. And they asked Steve Kerr, how you feel about the pro Wemby crowd. And Steve Kerr responds, I don't give 2 beeps. I'm like, what? Come on, bro. You can't be doing that. You're the Olympic coach. So this is like a revenge game for Caitlin Clark. I think that's how she looked at it. Now, don't get me wrong. In the first half, she wasn't hitting her shots, basically, right?
No, she was like 1 for 9 or something like that.
And she had like 5 turnovers. Don't get me wrong. 3 of those 5 turnovers weren't her fault. It wasn't, but it's a turnover, all right?
Exactly. Y'all ain't do it for Dak. Y'all ain't gonna do it for her.
All right. I mean, Jane Harden led the league in turnovers. Russell 2 MVPs, right?
Josh Allen, like, go ahead.
But Aaliyah Boston balled out. She had a double-double in the first half. Like you said, she finished with 17 and 16 rebounds. Mitchell was good. She had 21 points. She started off slow too. But Caitlin Clark, in the beginning, they were down by like 7 or 7, I think, or 6. To start the 4th quarter, their first 14 points was either she scored or she assisted on them. So she kind of set the tone in the 4th quarter, and they straight up blitz Minnesota. Now, don't get me wrong. Minnesota don't have their best player. All right? They don't have their best player. She's hurt right now, averaging 20 points a game. I get it. All right? But they're the number 1 defense in the WNBA. and they came in there and got the dub. And what I'm learning about the Indiana Fever is they are starting to gain chemistry, which teams normally do, right? When it's a new squad, new players to show up, right? So they're starting to gain more chemistry with Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark is getting more comfortable with the defenses that's being presented to her. But I thought that was a big win by her because guess what? Diana Taurasi just got injured. Not wishing injury on nobody, but she just got injured. There's a spot open, Tomo. There's a spot open. What they gonna do? What they gonna say now? What they gonna say?
You know what the coach gonna say. She don't give two bleeps. That's what she gonna say.
I'm curious what they gonna do, Tomo. I'm curious of what they gonna do. I'm so curious.
Just to stir something. One, I mean, because of how the backlash was, I think they are gonna give it to her. But what if they gave it to Angel Reese?
But that's gonna be like another Derek White and Kawhi Leonard situation. You get rid of Kawhi Leonard for Derek White when Jaylen Brown's sitting right there. The more comparable players is Jaylen Brown. The more comparable players to Diana Taurasi is Caitlin Clark.
You're right.
So
in that sense, you are
Angel, right. Listen, I'll be happy for Angel Reese, but when you talk about Caitlin, yo, that's how you know it's something up if they do that.
I mean, yeah, if you give guard for guard, I understand that. Yes, you go with another guard, and technically, she don't have to play the full game, like we said in the beginning. Like even when we had a debate, they're going to dominate. I mean, there's no second chance or guessing about that. We know this team is going to dominate. Again, this is going to help because if you think about it, Team USA, who's balling over there? Who's getting this proper due? I mean, he said he wanted to be the number one option. Like Ant is balling out. Like this is going to be good for Ant going forward, especially being around all them vets, LeBron, KD, AD, so many other names you can so many others you can name. So in this situation, and the one person who was kind of hating on her the most wouldn't be there, so it would kind of help with the chemistry aspect also. But it would be not. I mean, also it would have been nice to have Diana Taurasi and her on the team so they could actually talk about what's going on. So Diana could relay her message to her face versus it being all through the media and the clips and everything. So that would have been nice for her. Like I said, I should have let you win first because I didn't know the coach said that. Because now everything that I said, I kind of take it back about the coach, and I can because she definitely cared. She definitely cared. She cared so much that they lost. Like that's how bad it was.
Yeah, bro, they got blitzed. It was up the whole. I mean, I won't say whole game, but they had control of that game, bro. In the fourth quarter, Indiana defense just took over. It just took over.
Yeah, and this was a good scout. Like that was definitely a good scouting lesson for her too, because to see how she wasn't playing that good in the first, and to see how she kind of the maturation throughout the game, and seeing how she still stayed on her game, like that. That's also another reason why the coach saying that she probably went back home. Like I said, everything I said in the first half, y'all can go ahead and skip that. Listen to this part. She probably went back home and watched that tape and was like, I should have gave you two bleeps. Like she should have.
Yeah.
Shout out to Caitlin, man.
Yeah, Caitlin said in the fourth quarter, her coach drew up a play for her, what she did, and got her open three. Because she had a three to start the fourth quarter. Once that three went down, it was a wrap.
She's a
shooter. Tomo, she's, bro, I like when I watch her as a rookie, it's crazy. But I was talking to my brother J-Mo earlier today, and we both agree. Caitlin nice. But Paige and Juju, when Paige come in next year, and Juju coming the year after that, they're WNBA ready, bro. Both of them. So it's going to
safe to say the league's in good hands.
Yeah, they're in good hands. They might get blitzed with these new youngins.
See the names you saying, because look, Indiana now they're the 7th seed, Chicago is the 9th seed. I'm also thinking about the lottery here. So we got the Mystics at 6 and 18, and we got the Dallas Wings at 5 and 19. Like, hey, Mystics, I like that y'all winning, but come on now. Like, Paige would be nice on this team.
Girl, Atkins went she had a career. She went crazy from the jump too. She was getting buckets.
We got some dogs. We just need that one guard that's gonna get us over the hump. Like that's what we missing. Like when Natasha Cloud was here, it was that one guard that could set up the offense. That's all. Like they good, but again, it's a rebuilding process. We'll figure it out. But shout out to Caitlin, man.
I watched that whole game too. I was like, dang. From the jump, she was aggressive. I was like, okay.
She been like that. I think she the only player that's still here from that championship team. I think she is. I'll fact check myself a little bit later, but I think she is the only one that's still here.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch y'all more, Tomo. I watch y'all more, you know. They got some hoopers over there.
Most entertaining team in DC right now. Right now. I said right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I said right now. Y'all got some time to show it, man. You know, football. No, yeah, football start before the Wizards, and then after that, we gonna see who pick it up. Because right now the Nationals doing their thing too here and there, but yeah, right now one of the most entertaining teams. But speaking of more replacements on Team USA, why would he come out and do this? Like, I knew they was gonna ask about it, but why would he like? Did he not read the group message, or did he not get the text message? Because I skipped one. We're gonna run it back.
It's cool.
But we can go right. Let's go right to it because I think the next topic we can roll right into that because it's all the Clippers are just messing up all around the board. They're just messing up. But this came out right before the show, and we gotta talk about it. Team USA, the decision to replace Kawhi Leonard caused some huns. But then you got the Clippers president coming out saying he's kind of disappointed in this happening. So, Kawhi not. He came out and said, well, Kawhi randomly just said, you know what, y'all, I got to go. Like, I can't be on Team USA anymore. I got to rest up for the season. And some reports came out and said that it was the Clippers higher-ups that said they wanted him, that pulled him out. The higher-ups responded and said, well, we went to a few practices. We kind of like what Kawhi was doing. He actually looked healthy, and we were disappointed that they pulled him off the team. Joe, is his cap on that?
Now, I don't think Lawrence Frank. I think this USA team because the USA team already lost credibility with me with the Jaylen Brown situation. I'm sorry, Tomo. They lost credibility. Grant Hill went on that podium and said we are focused on fit. Tom, I thought about this after we did that show. Think about this. Jaylen Brown could do Derek White's job better than him.
He could do.
It's just the fact that he could do more than Derek White. You think he can't do that job? Like he can beat Derek White. He can if he wanted to. He can do that better than Derek White.
Andrew Holiday.
I don't know about Drew Holiday defensively. He just like that. But so Jaylen Brown though.
That's what I'm saying. He could be. If you put them two together, you got Jaylen Brown.
Because like people forget that Jaylen Brown was the one who guarded Luka. And yeah, Luka got his off. No, Jaylen Brown, his numbers for percentage-wise, Luka shooting-wise was worse against Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown has always been a good defender. He came into the league as a good defender. He wasn't always a shooter, though. He developed that over the years. He developed his game. That's why we love Jaylen Brown, because he constantly gets better every single year. He adds more to his repertoire. So when that happened, I believe what Lawrence Frank is saying. You know, I thought the USA team and the Clippers came together and said, all right, Kawhi, I know you want to play, but nah, bro, come on. We got a season opener with this new arena. We can't have you being hurt, bro. We ain't got Paul George. We got to lose Westbrook. It's not going to be the Houston Rockets, James Harden no more. All right, we need you there. So I thought that happened. But when Lawrence Frank came out and said that, it just add more political things in my mind. Like, okay, did they do this because, you know, he's rocking the orthopedic shoes? Shout out to Shannon Sharp. New Balances? I actually like New Balances, y'all. If it wasn't a shot, I just want to say that because Uncle Shay said that. But
yeah, when I meet Shannon Sharp, I'm gonna have to talk to him about that.
I actually like New Balances, you know. Well, you talked about that. You from the DMV area, you know how popular they are over there. But yeah, so he with New Balance. He got an injury history. Oh, that's an easy person we can get off. You know, it's an injury, man, you know. And even Lawrence Frank said he looked good. He said he showed the 2 practices. He saw Kawhi look good, and Kawhi wanted to be there. I mean, we saw clips of Kawhi, right? He looked normal, right? The fact that he was there, half hair, half braid, looking like R. Kelly in the video. I mean, look, you knew that man was committed. The man couldn't even finish his hair. So I don't know, man. Team USA, or Grant Hill, I should say, Grant Hill and that leadership is kind of like giving me some iffy things. Now, look, there were political stuff in the past on Michael Jordan, but that's understandable. Like, that was blatant. We knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Like, Michael Jordan, like, obviously he didn't say it, but come on now. Like, we understood that. Like, bro, Isaiah Thomas, how you was y'all wrong what you did. Even though it was kind of messed up, but that you bit the hand off. What's it called? You bit the hand that could feed you. I know what's it called, right? You bit the hand.
Yeah, you bit the hand that you can feed.
Yeah, that's what you basically
don't
did.
bite the hand that can feed you. Yep.
But since then, it wasn't really no political stuff going on. But now this crap, because it's like, come on, man. I don't know what they. I'm starting to believe this whole Nike theory, man. I don't know.
Well, I mean, great alley-oop, because that's exactly where I was going with it. I mean, I think he met the criteria. What he said, I met the criteria. However, I wasn't selected. Like, who called Isaiah Thomas to be a part of the Last Dance so he could say that quote? Like, that's an infamous quote. He said, I don't know when into it. I met the criteria, but I wasn't selected. You knew what happened, man. You might as well just say it. Jordan made the call. They reached out. They said, hey, if we want to win, we need one more player. Magic said, hey, who's the best kid in the game right now? Up and coming. Like, of course, we can go out and win if it's Bird, Thomas, Magic. Like, we could win it, but we want to dominate. Go get the young buck. Kind of like what Ant doing now, but go get the young buck. And Jordan said, I ain't playing if your man's going to be there. Magic had to make the call, like, hey, bro, like, you my dog, but
I know.
But you know, this is my last ride.
I know.
It hurt me too. And that's exactly what Grant Hill and Nike did. They said, hey, man, I know Kawhi Leonard a dog, but look at the shoes. He ain't rocking the brand. We going to Paris. He ain't rocking the brand, so he got to go. Or what Kevin Hart said, he was like, so we took a vote. Somebody had to go, and that's just what it was, because he wasn't hurt. He didn't look hurt. He didn't look injured. He looked like he wanted to actually be there, like you said. And the fact that, what's my man name from the Clippers?
From the Clippers?
The president, Lawrence Frank. The fact that he said he literally watched him in practice and was like, he cool with us, lets us know that whatever conspiracy theory that we thought was going on, there's definitely where there's smoke, there's some fire. Because again, Derek White, most people are like,
sorry to cut you off. KD's hurt. And he's still on the roster.
He got to check the feet. Check the feet. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't on me. Like, what the heck?
Just check the feet. They there. It speaks for itself. But what they say, checks over stripes, unless it's Ant. Because other than that, it's checks over stripes. And they was like, man, we're not really about to do this New Balance thing. Like, come on, bro. Like, we ain't got time for that. So again, Grant Hill, you messed up. Team USA, you definitely messed up for having Grant Hill go out there and give us that weak explanation. Clippers Nation, they're definitely gonna ban y'all from any type of media going forward. They're gonna be like, hey, cut the mic. And any reporter that asks another question about this, they're gonna get you up out of here. So be prepared. But that was just crazy. Like, some people are saying that's why they didn't get Kyrie.
Breaking news. Sorry. Skip Bayless is leaving FS1 this summer.
Huh? What?
Yeah. Skip Bayless is leaving FS1 this summer. By New York Post. New York Post said that.
Nah.
Yeah, he about to be afraid. Bro, we got him about to be a free agent, Charles Barkley, and Stephen A potentially could be a free agent.
Man, hold on. Let me close this out right quick.
Tomo.
We got a whole topic now. We got a whole topic now. Hold on. Let me close this out. Hey, Blaze, I agree with you because that's what most people were saying. Yeah, most people were saying that's why Kyrie didn't make the team because of that same ordeal. But let's spin this
Charles
right
Barkley, Stephen A, and Skip on the same show?
No, that's not happening. This blasphemous.
Imagine that.
Sheesh. Hold on. This is real live reaction. Hold on. So they saying he's done. He's out.
It said Skip Bayless. It said is. There's no like plans. It says Skip Bayless is leaving FS1 this summer per New York Post.
Wow. So what does that mean? Like,
shout out to Legion Hoops too for Fortnite.
What does that mean for the media landscape?
Man, look, it's showing that you don't need a network. Now the network is good because Skip coming to R2L, and we got room for him. We got room. I
don't know if you're ready for the 19,000 Cowboy topics, man.
Hey, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
Matter of fact, if Skip come to R2L, Worm, you gotta come. Hey, you gotta come out of retirement, man. Somebody gotta sit on there and debate with Skip every day about the Cowboys, man.
Hey, bro.
I might lose my job.
No, hey, we was about to go. Hey, we're gonna be good. And Skip come over, bro. It's gonna be good.
Y'all thought Shannon Sharp was going crazy? I might really lose my job. Look, he came out the tuck. Hey, what's up?
Hey,
that'd be crazy.
Hey, man, look, free agent. I mean, listen, man. Everybody's realizing like the Pat McAfee way. Look at Pat McAfee way. Look what he did with no network. See, the network is good because you get a salary, $1 million salary. That's more money coming in.
Label.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But doing your own thing, you gotta pay for everything, but you get more in return because you keep more of the stuff. So I don't know what he's gonna do because their show is tanking, bro. I don't know. We seen the number. Their show is going down.
No, I told you it was bad. It's just bad. It's like not even entertaining.
Like they get 50,000 views a week now, something like that.
Like they literally have clips that are good, but it's just bad. That's funny because our next topic was gonna be what's the best destination for Westbrook, but now we kind of got to blend it in. What's the best destination for Skip? That's insane.
Yeah, I don't think he's going back to ESPN though. If he does, he would. And then couldn't think about it, Tomo. All right. Let's put it together. Remember, Skip and Stephen A. was taking shots at each other on their own podcast. Remember that? And I thought that helped both of their podcast ratings. They were taking shots at each other. And then it was kind of like, maybe we can do something here together. I don't know, but Shannon Sharp, dang, imagine that. Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, Max Kellerman, Stephen A. And what's your other boy name? The white dude that was on ESPN too. What's his name? He a Cowboy fan.
Cowboy fan.
What's your boy name? He's always arguing with Max Kellerman.
So always arguing with Max. Hold on.
What's his name? If you like every time I go on YouTube and type in heated debates, he the first one to pop up.
All right, well, let me do that. I'm drawing a blank.
His name is Heated Sports. Not Heated Debate, Heated Sports. What's his name? Heated Sports Debate. All right, here we go.
Oh, bruh.
What's his name?
I can't think. They got his picture.
Will Kane.
There we go. They had his picture up. I couldn't think of his name. Hey, Will Kane was wild too. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what he got now, but I don't know, man.
Probably on a radio show. That's where they all go.
If he leaving FS1, the only networks is ESPN and FS1, bro. I mean, well, the network is like worth Skip's time. I let him do his own thing.
I don't think Skip can do his own thing. His podcast was too dry. Like, he has a podcast.
He's a moderator. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and he's too fact driven, but also troll. His troll is too dry.
Yeah,
and you're just like,
he's legit reading too. He's like,
yeah,
Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, I'm like, bro. He be reading that jump paper.
Like, his delivery is not even like, it's just like a word. All right. No,
him and Stephen A. can do political debate.
I don't think him and Stephen A. are linked back up.
Me neither.
But if he does go somewhere, I can see him doing something with Charles Barkley. Because he's always
I can see that too.
I can see him linking up with Charles Barkley. That's if Charles Barkley actually wants to do a show outside of. Because I think this is the last season for inside the NBA, right? Because the new rights.
Yeah, he did say he hates Skip Bayless. He said one person I want to punch in the face the most Skip Bayless.
And that's why Skip will probably do it. I mean, what happened to Richard Sherman? Well, Richard Sherman was only there for the football season.
I don't know what happened to Richard Sherman, but I did that one clip we saw when he almost lost to a Skip. He was on for like a couple more episodes after that. I ain't seen him since.
I think that's what Skip was trying to do with what successfully worked for Stephen A, where you have different people come in for different parts of the season. Like, and I think Keyshawn was supposed to be his Shannon Sharp replacement, but Keyshawn is too even kill.
And it's cool. His issue is he has no moderator. That's the only look. If Undisputed had a moderator, they would be so. Like Skip is a terrible moderator, bro. He's too dry.
Yeah,
he's too dry, bro. You
Yeah.
need a female up there with more excitement and dishing it out, and she can control the environment. Like Molly be
first gonna be like, hold up now, because what's our guy name? It's not Nick Wright. Wiles is kind of like the moderator on the show.
He be killing it.
Yeah, so
he be killing it. No, I'm not saying like you gotta be cause Jay Crawford. Jay Crawford was like that.
He was good.
He was the first moderator for real that we saw on Sports Debate.
I think Skip does need that though. He does. He needs someone to like carry the conversation over.
Yes, and to control them, bro. They be out of control sometimes. And then like they need like somebody to like a Molly. Okay. Like let's let him talk now. So
I'm gonna go with we can go back with Joy or somebody because Molly sometimes she be going off the deep end too.
Oh no. Molly want to give her 2 cents sometimes. It's like, all right, Molly, we ain't really asked for all that. You know, shout out to you, Molly. You know what I mean? You doing your thing, but sometimes I'll be watching something. But yeah, I can't hear Shannon Sharp. I'm sorry.
Hey, Teddy gonna see this clip and be like, hey man, what y'all say? But I mean, this is a good random topic. That's very interesting. I mean, we'll see what happens with Skip. I mean, he said he is leaving. I mean, for real, FS1 outside of First Things First. Speak has his moments, but those are the only 2 shows because the other show was the Carton show. Like that
Skip ego too big, bro. He's doing his own thing.
Oh no, what I'm saying is as far as the network and what they were trying to reproduce over there, it's not good. Like First Things First is the best thing smoking, if you ask me.
I wonder what he's gonna do though. Like, I'm curious.
I mean, maybe him and Westbrook could do a podcast. He always got something bad to say about Russ. Maybe they can link up. This could be we gonna make this one quick because I know that top 10 gonna carry us. It's gonna close out the show. So we gotta talk about the best Western nation.
Western nation.
We gotta figure out, man. What we gotta figure out where Russ is going, man. After coming off a season with the Clippers where he was averaging 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists, Russ is now technically is he a free agent?
He has I think he has a play option. He picked it up, but I think they're gonna trade him though.
Okay, I mean, well, if they do trade him, what do you think the best Western nation is?
The best Western nation. I have 2. I have 1. The only place I see him could potentially win a ring is probably Denver, because Denver loses the spark off the bench. They need spark off the bench, and Russ gives them that. But Russell Southwest. But who I think that he should go to and just go back to being Russ, Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn will be a good spot. Brooklyn Nets. Let me tell you why. So Brooklyn, let me tell you their roster right now. They got Cam Thomas, straight scorer, shooter, right? Cam Thomas, a scorer, right? Cameron Johnson, shooter. Dorian Finney-Smith, shooter, and Nick Claxton, a rim protector, lob threat. If Russell Westbrook goes there and play there, he can make the Brooklyn Nets competitive again, and he will be in the weaker East, where the East has actually gotten better. But you get what I'm saying? A weaker East, and he could possibly make a not like a playoff run, not a deep playoff run, but like a run to the playoffs. And you know what I mean? And get that city excited, and it could be a Brooklyn versus New York Knicks thing. Because if Russ is the lead man with like when he's around shooters like that, like guys that's competitive, he can drag that team to some wins. But I know Blaze said Miami. I guess, yeah. You know what I mean? Miami could fit too, but I like him better with Denver if you want to win a championship. I don't think he'll win a championship with Miami, but if he's gonna take a lesser road, if he not gonna win a championship, he shouldn't go to Miami. I mean, it's either go somewhere where you're gonna win a championship or go be Russ. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's a good option. I mean, he could win. I think he could win with Miami. This comment right here, the city, the team, the morale, everything fits his actual attitude. Like it's a grit and grind team, and he could still be Russ there. Technically, we all know how Jimmy Butler is, and he's the leader of that team. But these last few years with Russ let's just say the last few LA Chronicles with Russ, where it was I don't want to come off the bench to coming off the bench to now going to the Clippers and actually showing that he can come off the bench. This would be the perfect spot for him because everyone around him wants to win. And in Miami, that's exactly what they want to do. You can't tell me that right now, Jimmy Butler, regardless of what Pat Riley is not doing on the phones, is looking at what Boston just did and saying, like, and we say it on the show all the time that if I was healthy, you all know it wouldn't have went down like that. So imagine Jimmy Butler and Russ with that same mentality going at Miami in a 7-game series. It might be a little hectic for him. And again, like Blaze, shout out to you too. 11 points off the bench is not bad. I had Russ here in DC and I watched him change a whole locker room, like the whole mindset of the locker room. Like the team wasn't as good, but they were competitive night in and night out because of what he just brought to that team. You put Russ in Miami, he adds a little bit of more. It's a bigger chip now with a bigger chip on his shoulder. I ain't saying a big championship, but it's a bigger chip on that team's shoulder. Also, like what you said about the Denver Nuggets, they definitely need another spark, and Russ would be that spark. But if I'm him and I had the option to choose, going back to the East, and we're going to make some things happen down South. So Southwest, Brook, sounds about right.
No, I'm not saying Javon said why he can't. I never say he can't win. I'm not saying that. I don't think he will win. I think he has a better chance winning if he go to Denver. That's what I'm saying. But I would like to see Russ somewhere where he could be Russ one last time. Go to Brooklyn and get your buckets. Go make another All-Star. Go get a potential All-NBA.
I think he can do that in Miami.
What? No, he can't be. He's not gonna be no All-Star in Miami, bro. Or no All-NBA.
I think he could.
Nah, bro. His role. That's not gonna be his role.
I'm just saying. But Tyler Hero gonna take his spot.
Tyler Hero. Nah. First of all, Jimmy Butler is barely making All-NBA with Miami.
I'm telling you like this, Joe. I seen Bradley Beal have his best year when Russ was outside of John Wall. I seen Bradley Beal have one of his best seasons with Russ as his point guard. So I'm just saying, you might get triple dub Russ back. You don't know.
Well, Miami, I mean, it might work, but I don't think they're going. No, triple dub Russ. No, he never having no triple double, bro. His usage got to be super high for that. Miami ain't doing that.
I'm just saying, you don't know. You don't know. Seen stranger things happen.
Cam a score. Cam is a bucket scorer. Westbrook will be good with the Nets.
I like the lineup. I mean, if he does go to Brooklyn, I ain't mad at it. But my first option, if I'm him, would be Miami. Now, Brooklyn comes with a better offer, and the Clippers pick up, they got to take it. But
yeah. And the thing about Miami, they like to have shooters on the floor too, Javon. You got to think about that too. Like Jimmy Butler don't really shoot threes like that. He's more of a mid-range shooter. You put Russ on the floor, it tightens up the spacing. So, like, you got to think about that too. So, like, you got to think about that. Miami like to put shooters around Jimmy Butler.
Miami still got Kevin Love.
I don't think they got Kevin Love no more. But they re-signed him? Yeah, they did re-sign him.
That's the one move they did. I had to do that because Dave in the comments, man. What's up, Dave? But we've seen stranger things happen, and we've seen stranger lists happen.
Oh, tell me quick. Sorry. Javon, Jokic want Westbrook. He told the Nuggets organization to go get Westbrook. That's what Jokic said. So go ahead. Go to Portland. Go ahead. We
got RB. We got some RB. Is Joe
no, I'm just like, you know, he said he don't know because of Jokic. I said Jokic actually want to know.
I mean, we gonna see. What was that? Oh, we seen stranger things happen. Seen stranger things on Netflix, but we also seen lists, top 10 lists, top 15 lists. Joe doing the top 20. We seen not so average top 5s, but I think this list right here is about the worst list I ever seen. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it, but look, if you remember Madden 06 when they had the QB vision and they made you use the QB vision, and Tom Brady was the only one who could see the whole field, but everybody else was kind of narrows. That's what this ESPN list reminds me of. QB vision. They said this list was made up by league executives, coaches, and scouts to help rank the top 10 players. They did 11 positions, but of course the quarterback one came out. And here we go. It's the 5th edition of this bad list. All right. If you're watching right now, you can see who the top 10 is. But if you're not watching and you got this on and you over in the kitchen, of course, I'm going to read the list to you right quick. Of course, I'm going to start from 10 and work my way on up. At 10, Dak Prescott. At number 9, Jared Goff. At number 8, Aaron Rodgers. Number 7, CJ Stroud. Number 6, Justin Herbert. Number 5, Matthew Stafford. Number 4, Lamar Jackson. Number 3, Josh Allen. Number 2, Joe Burrow. And of course, number 1, it should be number 1 on everybody's list, Patrick Mahomes. Joe.
I'm going first.
We're not giving out. I know you're doing the top 20 list. So you say you're not giving top 10s. But
I'm going to tell you what I don't like on this list.
All right, you do that because I got a top 10.
Can we please stop putting Justin Herbert so high in the top 10 categories? Why is he up here? And y'all know I'm a Justin Herbert fan. I like Justin Herbert. I think he's very accurate. I do think the defense is holding him back. You know, I do think if he has a better defense, he can do better. But we all about what did you do for me? Who cares about how talented you are? And then we talking about talent. I mean, look, I'm gonna take up for you right now. Dak got the highest QBR on this list, and he's 10th. That makes no sense. And look, that's number 1 person. Look, I'm gonna defend Dak real quick. 2 people on this list. I'm like, why y'all got in front of Dak? Justin Herbert and CJ Stroud. I get it. CJ came in, rookie, sensation, had a good year, beat the Cleveland Browns in his first round of playoffs. I get it. Dak got whooped by the Packers. But Dak Prescott was much better than CJ Stroud throughout the regular season. CJ Stroud is also a rookie. He had 1 year. Now we have tape on CJ Stroud. We see a lot of quarterbacks take a back seat the year 2 versus from the year 1. So I'm not saying he's going to do that, but can we pump the brakes? The man had 1 year, and we put him behind the guy that was All Pro last year. And y'all, I'm not even a Dak fan, but this don't make no sense. This is ridiculous in my DeMar's cousin voice. This is ridiculous. But those are the 2 players that I'm like, now look, I get why somebody put Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers. I would get you have a case how you can put that in front of Dak. But Justin Herbert and CJ Stroud, I'm sorry, don't do it.
All right, so when I see lists like this, I'm always like, how are they conjuring this up? Like, are they talking in like talent, winning? Like, what is it? What is the pot here? Because
It's just top 10 going into the season.
Because once I read executives, I said, well, we just seen what the Giants, one of the Giants executives did by letting Saquon go. Like, we already know they just make bad decisions. Then we said coaches. Some coaches may hold gripes, but they actually watch film, so I would expect them. And then, of course, with scouts, same thing. Now, if this is the top 10 list going into next season, it's trash. If this is a top 10 list, if you just waking up and don't even know what sports is, and it's like, hey, just name me 10 quarterbacks, and we just gonna put them all on a piece of paper, it's still trash. It's just insane. You can't tell me a guy, of course, well, we're not even worried about Mahomes. And when we're looking at these lists, we're going 2 through 10 at this point because he already solidified his number 1 spot. Joe Burrow didn't even play most of the season. Like, when we talk injury prone, like, what's going on here? Josh Allen, I mean, they just figured out they got a running back. There's so much stuff I can say bad about Josh Allen, but there's also so many nice things you can say about him too. But his season wasn't better than Lamar's. Like, it just wasn't. I'm sorry. He won MVP. Granted, if you want to say what happened in the playoff game, similar to what you just said about Dak, about what Lamar did, he still won MVP, and he still balled out. Allen finished second. Don't know how. But anyway, let me give you my top 10 going into next season because I know you're working on your top 20, so you don't want to give too much away. My top 10 quarterbacks going into next season, and this list was funny. Number 1, actually, I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. I'm going to do the same thing. Number 10, it's a tie. Joe Burrow and Aaron Rodgers. And they had number 10 simply because this is the same. This is actually going into next season. One of them is still trying to prove that they could play a full healthy season. And Rodgers literally got hurt, so we got to see what he's going to do. Can he play the whole season? So between Burrow and Rodgers, it's because of injury. Number 9, Josh Allen. We got to see what you're going to do. Now you don't have weapons. So What are you gonna do next season? I mean, last year coming off, still leading the league in turnovers. You just lost your number one receiver. Like, what's gonna happen? That's number 9. Number 8, Jordan Love. Yes, Jordan Love smoked the Dallas. Jordan Love and Aaron Jones smoked the Cowboys in the playoffs. However, it's 1 year. We'll see what happens. Yes, he did progress throughout that season. It started off a little rocky, but again, they finished strong. So we're gonna see. Number 7 is Jalen Hurts. And everybody gonna like, man, how you got Hurts at 7? Started the year 10-1, fresh off the Super Bowl, and then the team just tanked it. Like, it just went nowhere. And when teams start losing like that, who's the first person you're gonna look at? It's either the coach and then the quarterback. Can you actually bring this team back together and make something happen? Going all the way into the playoffs. Well, the last 2 after the Cardinals game? What did we keep hearing? It's 0-0 now. It's 0-0. It's a new team. Jalen Hurts is one of the best leaders, right? Didn't see it against the Bucs. So going into it, he has to prove it, but I still don't think they are underdog. Shout out to you, Kev. Number 6 is CJ Stroud, coming off the rookie season. You got to give it to him. He balled out. He went to the play. They made the playoffs. Yes. And then shout out to Carl too, because he said something in the chat that made me be like, The Jaguars did fumble that division a little bit, and the Texans kind of took it. But once they took it, they showed the world that they was up to something. And CJ Stroud balled out. He won Rookie of the Year. So you got to give him that. Number 5, I'm giving it to Dak. All-pro season. You know, again, he was the commander-in-chief after week 4 of that team. No running back, just making things happen. Coming off a season where he led the league in interceptions. And how many did he throw last year? It's like 6, 9 or something like that. But he also led the league in touchdowns. He was just doing a lot. I'll answer your comment in a second, Dave. Number 4, Jared Goff. Detroit alone. Jared Goff got to be over that. He took Detroit to a championship game, NFC Conference Championship game, and where they almost won it. But hey, it is what it is. And I think Jared Goff going into this next season, the Lions have added some more pieces. So we're going to see what happens there. And number 3, I got Purdy. Purdy took his team to the Super Bowl. I mean, there was the stretch where they lost games without Debo, and then it was a lot of combustion and going back and forth a little bit. But at the end of the day, Purdy still led his team to the Super Bowl. He found ways to make plays when they thought he couldn't do it. Number 3. Number 2 is Lamar, MVP. There's nothing else to say after that. And then number 1 is Mahomes. And for everybody that's in the comments, you wasn't listening. These are my top 10 quarterbacks going into next season. There you go. Okay, I know. I seen you taking notes. See,
look, this is a different list I'm making. So I can actually elaborate on this.
All right.
Now, I have a problem with the list, Tomo. First, let's start with the eye opener. Let's start with the one everybody in the comments. All right. How is Josh Allen number 9?
What did Josh Allen do last year?
I mean, he did. I think did he lead the league in total touchdowns?
No, that was Dak.
Total touchdowns? I think Dak led in
you talking about passing. Okay.
We talking about turnovers, right? You say he led in turnovers. You mentioned that stat, right? But I think Josh Allen led the NFL in total touchdowns. And he got further than Dak. Like you gave Purdy props for making to the Super Bowl. You gave Goff props for making to the NFC Championship game
with Detroit
based on winning. Right?
I did it for the city.
And
anybody can say Detroit.
How is he over Josh Allen?
You won Rookie of the Year.
What? If Josh Allen wasn't a rookie, what? You give him above Josh Allen because he
won an accolade. That's an accolade.
Oh my goodness! Did he get an MVP vote?
Who?
CJ Stroud.
He should have. He was up there for MVP. He was in the running for MVP and Rookie of the Year at one point in the season.
Who are the 2 players that got a first place vote?
One of them shouldn't have got the vote. I don't know.
Listen, I want to put Josh Allen higher, man. You got Josh Allen. How is Jordan Love above Josh Allen?
Because he played better.
How? No, he didn't. Everybody forgetting Jordan Love had a terrible first half of the season. He had a good stretch at the end.
So did Josh Allen. He threw interceptions in like 9 games up until playing the Cowboys. That was the record that they would talk about every single game. Like,
I got you right here. Why is Hurts above Josh Allen? Because he turned the ball over too.
I see. So that one you got me, but still, Hurts. Oh no. You're right. Hurts played better than Hurts had a great opening. Like Hurts' first run, like 10-1. That 10-1 run, and he beat Josh Allen head to head.
Oh, now
Played
the
way
head
better.
matters.
No, you asked him why he's over him. That gave him the edge. He was playing better than him, and then when he actually played against him, he won the game. Carry on.
I can't do this, man. I can't put Jordan Love above Josh Allen. I can't put Jalen Hurts above Josh Allen. I can't put CJ. And that's it. You know, you got a good argument with everybody else. But come on, man. It's straight disrespect. Now, I understand Burrow and Rodgers because they were hurt. They automatically go back to the back. I get that. But putting Jordan Love or Josh Allen, everybody forget. Yeah, he whooped the Cowboys. I mean, who don't do that? Sorry.
If you want to do it on air, we'll swap him. He can go to 8. But he's not getting above Hurts. I'm sorry.
How? What did Jalen Hurts do last year? Jalen Hurts was 23 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. I mean, come on now, like 23 and 15?
10-1, Joe. 10-1. 10-1. With a defense that was terrible, Joe.
Right. You talking about a sample size of the season. How did he finish the season? He dropped over to a wild card and got blown out in the playoffs by Tampa Bay.
But the same finish you saying for Hurts literally happened with Josh Allen throughout the season. Like go ahead.
Josh Allen had a better regular season than Jalen Hurts. Josh Allen had a better playoff than Jalen Hurts.
Who did they play? They played the Steelers. And who was the Steelers starting quarterback?
How about
who was the Steelers starting quarterback?
Destroyed Jalen Hurts. Baker Mayfield.
Who was the Steelers starting quarterback?
I don't even probably
exactly, Joe. Like it was a shoe-in for the Bills to win that game.
Okay, how about this? How did Josh Allen look against the Chiefs, who won the Super Bowl, versus when Jalen Hurts looked against the Buccaneers?
He looked decent.
Come on, Tomo. This is LJ hate for sure.
That is FJ, you know, because Jalen Hurts against the Bucs was bad. Like he was bad.
He was bad from 10-1 and up.
No.
Yes. He was bad against the 49ers, bad against the Seahawks, bad against the Giants, bad against the Cardinals. He was bad the rest of the season.
Cardinals game, I give you that. Seahawks game.
49ers? You want to give me that?
Seahawks game, that was Bradbury. Bradbury gave up that drive.
But who threw the pick six
fighting in that game? But the Eagles was fighting in that game.
But why are they fighting that game, bro? Who's the quarterback?
Because they ain't had no linebackers.
Oh my gosh.
You got me on here defending the Eagles, man.
Tomo, my linebackers, they're going Buffalo Bills. Mr. Mulatto got hurt early in the year. They number one linebacker. He got hurt early in the year, and the whole defense changed after that. So my whole thing is, nah, bro. I can't, nah, bro. Josh Allen number 9. That's LJ hate right there.
Y'all can say
LJ hate.
I'm just saying. Look, the list is the list. I'm willing to bend and move him up to 8. That's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, Joe. That's as far as you can go to 8. Everybody else will say the list was crazy till I start naming their quarterbacks a little higher. Then they start agreeing with me. I'm just saying. Going into next season. Going into next, you
excuse me, I'm gonna go take my throne because I'm a shoe-in for hate of the year.
I gotta take it off when they show Scottie Pippen.
Cool, they gonna add my face now. But still, going into next season, that's my top 10.
You know, and hey, I'm wondering what Kevin gonna say. That's what I want to know. Is he gonna defend this boy or he gonna defend Josh Allen? That's what I want to know.
We gonna see. I know AJ gonna agree with me.
Oh, yeah, AJ gonna agree with no matter where you got hurt. He got you.
So you saying everything after 6 on that between 6 and 9? That's where you like. All right, we need to shuffle these around.
Yeah, I mean, like you got an argument for everything else, but I want to correct this list real quick before we go. I know it's past time. Lamar, come on, man. Why is he not number 2? Why is he not number 2? Why is Josh Allen and Joe Burrow above him? Everybody keeps saying that Joe Burrow, look what he did when he was healthy. Okay, when Lamar's healthy, what did Joe Burrow do? Last time I checked, Last time I checked, like both of them haven't been fully healthy in the same year for real yet. It hasn't happened. So, but all I know is one did go to the Super Bowl. I get it, AFC Championship game, but one got 2 MVPs and also got the AFC Championship game. So, no, brother Jacob, come on, bro. No, Kirk, come on. No, we can't. No, Kirk, come on.
If they put Aaron Rodgers up there,
you know what? Above Justin Herbert, you know what? I'm not going to dismiss Kirk like that. But when on the top of my head, I wouldn't put on top 10, but you might get an argument. Above Justin Herbert, get him out of here. But yeah, I want to say that Lamar needs to be higher. Jared Goff, Lamar needs to be higher. And why is Justin Herbert so high, bro? Like, I don't get it. Jeez.
And yeah, like you said, I knew this topic here was gonna carry us over a little bit. But if I had to shuffle this actual list that was here, that's tough. Aaron Rodgers may have to go down to 10 because again, he didn't play. Like,
and the last time he played he wasn't good.
Yeah, like I don't know. And you talk about my list with the biasness. Like, this is some biasness. Like, he played 30 seconds.
They are projecting, bro. Like, you don't project when you come to list. You gotta talk about what happened and let them earn they strikes. This is like a projected list. That's what it looked like. Because Joe Burrow didn't even play last year, but he number 2. Come on now.
Right. Yeah, nah, that's
and don't act like he didn't play. He was playing, and they were not in top seed. They were, but no, they were on the road, and he got hurt. But don't forget when they lost to them, when he got hurt, they were down to Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was whooping them boys already before he got hurt.
Didn't they? Hold on, they beat the Browns, right?
They beat the 49ers too.
The Bengals?
Yeah, they beat the 49ers fair and square, like fully healthy. They beat the brakes on the 49ers.
You ain't have to smile when you said that, man.
Right, Joe Burrow. I ain't gonna lie. When I watched that game, Joe Burrow, I was like, oh snap, he back. He feeling good. He got his groove. That's when he got his groove, and then he got hurt against Lamar.
Man, look, we gonna see. All I'm gonna say is, look, when I post this list in the chat, I want everyone to remember what I said in big bold letters going into next season. I don't want to hear nothing about what they did 4 years ago. Okay. Going into basically based on how they played last year, going into this season, that is the 10th. Now, the only place I'm willing to move Josh Allen, if I hear another good debate, because Joe already got him at 8, he might go to 7. But then that means Hurts gonna bump up. But we gonna see.
Oh, they gonna get it. Or Javon said they're already in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you told to post in the chat. Okay, yeah. Okay. It might be a good night. I can't wait.
Man.
Hey, click the first link in the description, become a member, and join these chats. Because y'all better miss a good one tonight. All right, Tom, let's wrap this up.
I done started something, man. I was trying to take a nap.
You did. You definitely started something. But
as soon as I got to my list, and I seen Joe pull his pen out. I said, "Yep." Josh Allen at number 9. He said, "Click." All right. Who's next?
Yeah, we said y'all like, whoa. First he said Ty. I said, okay. I put Burrow at 10 and Aaron Rodgers at 9. You know, he said Ty. Then he said, nah, they both 10. Josh Allen is 9. I was like, okay, let me write this down, bro. Like, so, but yeah, my last words. Nah, Ty, he not in the chats. He got to become a Jacob, become a member, man. Hold on, I might have to have. Yeah, man, become a member, and then text me once you become a member. But what about to say?
Final words.
Shout out to Tomo, man. Great show. Shout out to the whole network. Shout out to the whole R12 family, which I'm about to attend to after the show. Because I'm not gonna sit down the time. I'm gonna just sit back and just instigate. That's all I'm gonna do. I said what I had to say on the show. All right. But you know, I always say that, but then something crazy happened. I gotta say something. But I need to tag the Couriers. No, the Couriers don't care about Josh Allen. All right, cool.
Hurts.
Well, you got Lamar at 2, a running back at number 2 at quarterback.
That's a whole nother list.
But yeah, so I can't wait to get in the chats. Listen, y'all, we got Kings Talk tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern time. All right, we're gonna talk about DeMar DeRozan's interview and some other King news. And I should have number 19, 18, and 17 uploaded for y'all tomorrow. All right, so let's get it.
Donations. All right, my last words is again going into next season. Nah, I was waiting.
I had a click. I haven't heard that in a long time. I think I know that. I haven't heard hold up in a minute, but go ahead.
And kind of like hearing Aaron Rodgers steps back. Shout out to Healing the Mental, aka Dowdy, aka Dave, aka Dave's Doghouse, aka Mr. Turn Me Up, 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 up. Let's go. Hashtag turn me up. Been a member for 11 months. Y'all better start hitting that cash out button, man. Like, come on now. I done dropped the top 10, man. We doing things to make it more entertaining over here. Y'all gotta start. I'm about to just start giving y'all only top 2s. I'm just saying. That's why Joe ain't get y'all the rest of the list yet. You waiting for some holdups. Where the money at? What y'all doing? Y'all don't know. He gave y'all burgers.
I hear them hold ups.
Yeah, we done gave people burgers, drinks, and all that, man. They ain't had to hold up since, man. Like,
I know. We have been a super church to cook out.
They like, man, they gotta do another cookout, man. Look, we gotta feed the streets. But again, man, shout out to everybody on the network, man. Make sure everybody keep doing their thing. And my real last words is more so for Shakur Stevenson. That's how you show off in front of your home crowd. Shout out to Boots, man. Even though what Ty would say he went up against a C-class fighter, but that's how you show out in front of your hometown crowd, man. Give us something to root for. I ain't even from Jersey. And shout out to everybody on the network again, man. And we out.
Let's get it. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. And we will see y'all tomorrow at the next episode.
Josh Allen at 9. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.